So I've worked with young volunteers, well, youth in youth programs, and some of them were volunteers. I think the first myth really is that young volunteers need to have staff act and dress and look like them and talk like them in order to attract them. And you really don't need to do that. You don't need to look like young people, you don't need to talk like young people, you don't need to act like young people if you're not a young person, to empower young people. And I think that's really where it's at. It's really about giving young people a voice, giving them a platform. And I think you can start small by forming a small youth advisory group. That's what I've done in my programs to involve youth. Give them some leeway in decision making, and then ask them to help you recruit other volunteers from their age group. And they will start to use the methods and media of their peers. And you know, with young people, teenagers, that developmental, young adults, that developmental time in a young person's life is really about their peer networks. That's where they're starting to expand their peer networks. They're experimenting, they're starting to push their independence. And so developmentally with young people, you kind of have to align your recruitment strategy to be aligned with that time. And so the two things you want to really focus on in your strategy are peer-to-peer influence, as well as some amount of independence, because then you'll be working with the developmental stage that the young person's at. So you don't have to act like young people, you don't have to talk like young people if you're not a young person, but you may have to change the way you empower.